All right, so I'm currently on the phone with the guys of Penny Fountain. I'm going to go ahead and give them a chance to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Xavier, and I'm the lead singer and bassist.
I'm Tony, and I play guitar and I sing sometimes.
I'm Joel, and I'm the drummer, and we are Penny Fountain.
Excellent. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So with these interviews, I always like to start in the beginning. Why don't each of you kind of take a turn, giving some detail about how you first found music, what about it was inspiring and made an impact on you that you wanted to pursue a life in it?
Yeah, so the band, I guess the idea started back in the 7th grade when me and Joel, we were listening to bands like Green Day and Blink-182.
Bring Me the Horizon.
Getting into a lot of like rock bands like that, playing together. We started in we had our first cover band together, yeah. Red Night.
No.
And then we did another like pop punk band called Made Real, and that's where we really learned how to be in a band and play with other musicians.
Well, I feel like our first thing that we ever did was there was a show called The Variety Show that me and Tony did in 7th grade where we played was it Holiday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we played till the bridge, I remember. Because we couldn't play the other part, but
you didn't have a bassist.
Yeah. But I remember after playing that, I was like, wow, this feels really good. Like I could keep on doing this forever.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Tony told me, he was like, yo, I could keep on playing more on the stage. And I was like, yeah, same. So
that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah. I've been playing with Tony for a long time. It's been a hot minute. A long time.
I came in after a few years.
Yeah, Xavier came in like
10. Well, not like that many. Well, I mean, the band didn't start until like we were all together.
Yeah.
And okay. I did a few things. I remember playing a Green Day song. That was my first thing I ever played on stage. Was Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It's kind of funny.
Nice. Yeah. So what would each of you kind of say was your first introduction to music? Did you come from a musical family, or did you just see the rock stars out there and decide you wanted to go for that?
Well, when I was young, my grandpa was a drummer and he would give me lessons. And I remember he gave me this like pretty nice electric set, and I would just always play on it. So I kind of just grew up with music around me and like someone to like teach me how to play drums correctly, and it was really helpful. It was pretty nice.
Mm-hmm. I remember being picked up from my dad in like first grade, and he would be blasting Slipknot or like a bunch of different like metal like bands, and that just really like I just remember this. That was really fun. And I also come from my whole family played a lot of bluegrass. I do not like it, but like music around me like all the time. But I was like, I want to be a rock star. Like, sure. And then I got into like Green Day and Blink, and those really made me like who I am on like the way I play and the way I write.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, my mom would play, like My Chemical Romance and The Used for me in the car when I was little. And then when I got a little older in 6th grade, she bought me my first guitar, which like, everyone's like, your first Christmas present guitar is what defines you, and either oh, this isn't for me, or I'm going to do this my whole life.
Yeah.
And when I got that guitar, I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do for my whole life.
Awesome. So moving past, the cover band that you guys started in high school, and then eventually it sounds like you kind of moved directly into forming Penny Fountain. It doesn't seem like any of you were with too many other bands before that happened.
Penny Fountain has a very long history for no reason. Like, it started very early. We've had up to 5 members, like, or technically 6, but not really. But we've had up to 5. We had JT and Tyler, and then they went out, and now we're here. It's a long story of just high school too. Like, most of it's in high school. We just graduated last year, so we're just now getting our foot like truly in the water of what's like in the actual scene.
Getting really serious.
Okay, so if I was to kind of fill in the gaps there, I would assume there was a myriad of people that expressed interest throughout high school. They came for a session or two, decided that they didn't actually want to commit, and then it was a revolving door of that type of situation.
There was one, but like the other one, it just I don't know how to even say it, just personal reasons. Mm-hmm. And then just creative differences. And actually on our first EP, we had a different singer, and that was JT. And then on our second, our full length album was me and Tyler. And now for Gas Station, which is our next album that's coming out, is just me, Joel, and Tony.
Okay, sure. So, it sounds like you guys have been producing and recording. Are you working in like a studio, or is it a project studio in one of your guys' homes? How are you doing the recording?
So right now we're working. We're actually partnered with Del Couch. What's it called?
Del Couch Music Education Foundation.
Yeah, basically they're he takes like unsigned artists and unsigned bands, and he like tries to help them and give them opportunities to like record and play. And it's like he also has like a nonprofit, and it's like it's really nice thing he's does for us.
Yeah, he's a really good man, and he just does it to help out. And there's a whole studio in there that we can record.
He always likes to go in there.
With our first album and EP, we didn't really know what we were doing with mixing and recording, because we were still just kids. We released both of those while we were in high school.
Yeah.
And now we're truly learning more about mixing and like everything to make everything sound truly professional. And because what we want to do now is incorporate a bunch of synths and like everything to like truly make this as full and big as possible. Like we want to go the distance. We want to be a big band. We want to make these big songs, these truly meaningful songs. Yeah, because we just wrote about girls and everything, but we haven't wrote a song about like a girl in like a while. It's all about like the world, and
it's like meaningful stuff.
Yeah,
like, there's a message behind every song.
Yeah.
It goes deeper than what you really think.
Sure. And that was actually going to be a follow-up question there of, how did you identify the type of content that you wanted to make? Like, what was the message that you guys wanted to send?
So as like with our newer music, the songs, like you said, stopped being more about, relationship problems or girls or whatever, but we wanted to tackle bigger problems, like problems going on in the world and what's affecting us and our generation. And our, like we wanted to, talk about things like mental health and more, things that people go through every day, but they don't want to talk about. And we're trying to put it in like a metaphoric way that on the surface you can enjoy a good song, or you can look at it deeper and really, really feel what it means.
Okay. Anybody else want to chime in on that one?
And actually, you put that really good. We have a few songs. I'm working on one, a working title, Disarm, and it's about the media and how I don't know how you can put it. We've always had the saying, disarm the media, even on our first shirts that we released for not even that long. So if anyone has it, that'd be pretty cool. But it said even disarm the media. That has been our whole statement on how it can warp people's perception. And we have dealt with people and their warped perception and like hating us and everything and just putting down us, but we have worked our way through it. It's not true everything that gets said about people or everything that can happen online.
It takes 2 seconds to write down a mean comment and like there's no meaning behind it. And it's just like that really, we don't need like that type of stuff on the internet. So like kind of disarm the media, just like stop the hate and just like if you're gonna do something, make it positive. Like why are you even bringing negativity into this world?
There's too much bullshit in this world to keep adding on. So I guess our message would be to disarm the media.
I gotcha. I have a similar concept that I refer to as hate spawn, and basically it's about basically people on the internet are trolling just because they know that they can get a wider and larger reaction out of people than saying nice things.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's very cool. So you mentioned that you guys are looking at doing another album. I believe you said it was Gas Station. Are you currently in the process of recording, or are you writing, or are you booking shows?
Right now, we don't have all the songs right now yet, but right now we're working on finding the right like guitar tones on them. Right now we're using STL tones. It's like a really nice plugin for guitars.
So right now we're working on really perfecting like how the way this album's gonna sound. We have like you said, we have most of the songs done. We're still working on a few. Our big thing is trying to find a producer for this album that like is
that
really
knows what they're doing.
Is really gonna understand like our vision and is gonna take it to its fullest potential.
Yeah. We want to make it sound professional, and we don't know enough to make it sound really well. So if
we just wanted to go that extra mile, not sound like kids anymore, and sound truly
professional.
Everyone to hear this vision that we have, make this album sound coherent and all together, and just works as one big piece of art because we have a vision for it. We have beautiful music videos and idea.
And not even the music. I feel like we want to like expand. Like we were talking about maybe writing a comic. That would be such a cool thing to like write like that. Like there's more than just the music that we are like inspired to do with the Gas Station Aliens. We also want. I don't know what the cartoons are.
Sure. So, let's skip down the road 5 or 10 years. Where would you guys like to see yourselves? You mentioned that you would like to, pursue the rock star life, but beyond that, what do you see for yourselves as musicians?
Playing stadium shows. That would be awesome. I really, really, really want to do that.
Hey, just playing maybe even at Rockville or festivals. We were looking for any festivals to play at. We just want to get our music out there to as much people as possible. Maybe what we would love to see is just people singing our songs back like while we're on stage. That's just something we've always we've even got a little bit of it. We're working our way up there.
Awesome. Very cool. So why don't each of you kind of take a turn sharing a memory or two of something that happened to you surrounding music, whether it was, a show that you went to that had an impact on you or, writing your first song, just a prominent memory.
I remember this was a pretty long while ago, but we were doing a show. It was like one of our first shows and it rained. So we weren't even able to do the show. And that's such a core memory. I don't know why I remember
you mean
so
like
much.
The first show?
Yeah.
And we even have a post about it. I think it might be still up on our Instagram.
And we had to like cover the drum set.
It was going to be our first show.
Yeah, and the PAs and all that stuff. That was like
our first show.
I'm pretty sure the roof was like leaking too. It was
our first
was
show was hit with like all these roadblocks.
Was it the hurricane, the warning thing?
I think we were in.
Look, we still made it through it. Like,
I don't know.
We came back and played the next week.
Probably wasn't a hurricane warning, but I don't know.
It was the first example of like shit's not gonna always go according to plan, and it, that like it was a core memory for us because it showed that like this isn't gonna be easy. There's gonna be roadblocks along the way.
That's not the only time we've been rained out. Hey, I mean at Jerk Dog we got rain, but then we still played during the rain, and then it stopped raining, and we got to finish our show.
Mm-hmm. That's a definitely core memory. What was another?
Too bad Jerk Dog's not doing shows anymore.
Oh.
Yeah,
it's another core memory. Definitely playing the Bradenton Regatta in 2018 or 2019. It was the first time that we met a big band. We opened for We the Kings, who are locals to here, and it was really cool getting to talk to them and meet like people from the scene and people who like our music who have gone that distance, and getting to connect with them and open for them. That's always going to be with us.
Excellent. So what are your guys' social medias where people can check you out and listen to the stuff you've done?
All right, so you can find us pretty much everywhere at Penny Fountain Band. We're on YouTube, just Penny Fountain Band. We've started doing gig vlogs now where we're recording us going up to our shows, playing them the whole day that goes with that. We're on all streaming platforms, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, anything. You can find us there at Penny Fountain.
Yeah, basically everywhere. And if you can't, we have merch online too. We even, if you go on our Instagram and go into our link tree, it has all the links for everything there, including even you can see our shows on there as well. And we even have a show coming up called Punk Rock Saves Lives at Red Star Live up in Tampa, as well as one at the Orpheum on the 31st. And on the link, you can find links straight to it to begin. Punk Rock Saves Lives is free and it's for a charity, and at the Orpheum, $12, and the ticket for it is online.
Awesome. So I always like to give the people I'm interviewing the opportunity to put out their last word. So why don't you each of you take a turn just putting out a message that you feel you resonate with?
Someone say something they resonate with, and then I'll talk about that.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I can't think something about that I resonate with.
We've been working at this for a long time, and we're really proud of where we are now, and we see where we're going, and we're just really happy, and we just want to. I don't know.
We're excited for the future.
Yeah, we're very excited for the future. We know there's big things coming, and we just want to work hard and work with as many people as possible to get there.
We also have something pretty big coming up soon. Actually, today it was a year ago that we went out to California. We're going to be on this TV show that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So
can't really say the name, but you'll see it.
Yeah.